Hey everyone, Doc Storm here with you again today. I'm going to talk about a special topic. Now, a lot of people asked because recently I pushed up to 3718 in my trophy count. And people have been asking me, whoa, Doc, you pushed quite a bit recently. Well, there was a few factors, right? Because of the new patch, the legend trophy changes. But one of the things too is a little trick or secret that I don't know a lot of you kind of utilize. So I'm here to share with you how I build decks and how I push past Legendary Arena. So that's the topic for today. But honestly, it's pretty simple. It's in the game. So pretty much what I use is this trophy icon. So if you click it, it shows you players and clans, right? So I always kind of stalk the decks and see what decks these players use. That way it prepares me for the meta and also prepares me for compositions. But that's not actually the most important feature, because if you look at these opponents, their trophies are 5,000 and I'm only at like mid 3,000s. So their decks may not apply to my trophy count. So how the heck can I make like a similar comparison, know what I'm dealing with, and how I can push further, right? So if you look at the top tab here, you'll see that in the player section there's global, but guess what? There's a local button. Now if you click local, you'll see that if you scroll down, the trophies tend to drop quite a bit. And they are oftentimes at low 4,000s. Now that is way more important than looking at the 5,000 range, because 4,000 is my target. I want to push past Legendary Arena. So here it gives me a great idea of what type of decks that I will be facing and if my current deck can fight out those people. So for example, I'm going to look at number 200 here. Uses Musketeer. So now I'm thinking, do I have something to defeat Musketeers? And is my deck strong enough to defeat level 3 legendaries and level 11 commons? So pretty much I just stalk these decks. I just keep looking and see what I am up against. So you can see here most decks are running level 12 commons, level 3 legendaries. So I'm looking at the back of my head, maybe I probably won't be able to reach 4,000, like 200. But you know what? I might be able to push for 3,800, 3,700, right? That I have done. So I'm always kind of keeping that in mind. Another thing what I like to do is, if you see here, opponents here are level 11, level 12. Now level 10 against a level 12 is a bit of a stretch. But as you scroll up, you'll find some people are actually level 10 as well. So I like to look at people at the same level as me and see what type of decks and what levels they are. So here you can see level 11 commons, but again, level 3 legends and level 2 legends. So in the back of my mind, if I want to be pushing past Legendary Arena, I want to get that 4K, I better focus on one deck so I can upgrade my commons higher to level 11, preferably level 12. And if I use any legendaries, they better be at least level 2, hopefully some with level 3. So I'm always keeping these little things at the back of my mind. And also level 10s, what decks do they use? So here I'm seeing a lot of minor decks. So minor is probably one of the effective ways to push past that. So again, it depends on your playstyle, depends on what cards and what levels you have. But again, looking at these decks kind of help you build your own deck, see what is effective, but also importantly, if you can defeat these decks. If you know you can defeat this deck with your current deck, and if your levels are a little bit close to that, then you know you have a fighting chance to reach 4,000 or something close. But if your deck cannot do that, and if your levels aren't high enough, then you know you can't. So that's a pretty strong indicator and a strong way to look. So another thing that I like to do once I build my own deck according to those decks there is this really wonderful tournament button. Now with the new patch, it kind of screwed things up because remember tournaments used to last like 3 days, 2 days. I can really test out a deck. To me, the chests don't really matter because I don't play consistently enough. But being in a tournament for 3 days really helps me play. because I'm able to face more opponents and play this way. But now it's a lot harder to join tournaments. Usually tournaments are 1 hour long, so it is harder to test decks out, but it's still doable. How I usually do it, I'll cover it in my next videos to come, so I don't bore a lot of you guys. But that's pretty much the topic I want to cover today, is how to find a deck and how to push beyond Legendary Arena, get to that new threshold for Legend trophies, the 4,000, that I'm sure all of us will get there if we play enough, if we learn our deck consistently enough, we will get there. So guys, I hope this was insightful for people that don't know the power of that local button, because it usually does show us lower trophy counts, so it kind of helps us reach our mark a little bit better. So well, because I'm in North America too, I don't know if if you're in Asia, probably people have higher trophies. I have no idea, but in North America it is very handy in my case. So guys, again, I hope this was insightful. I hope you like what you're seeing here. If you do, give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Clash on, guys.